So you think you have a great product, but you wonder why it's not selling better. The thing is, it takes more than just a great product for it to do well. And it's tricky to identify the issues when you're the one facing it. So in this episode, let's break down 3 things you could be doing wrong that's affecting your sales. Hey there! I'm Maida Leon, and my mission is to help creatives like you translate what you love to do into a highly profitable income. I'm a mom of 3 who began as a lettering artist and grew it into a 6-figure business. If I made it possible, so can you. Every week, we'll dive deep into topics like building your confidence, getting comfortable talking about money, and nurturing your passion while juggling life and family. So if you're an ambitious creative who wants to craft the life you love, get cozy, feel at home, and listen to the Confident Creator Show. Hey creators, and welcome to episode 16. And I hope you're excited about our topic today just as much as I am. I have a question for you. Are you having trouble selling your product? I ask because I know I did when I created one years ago. Like me, perhaps you blame the fact that not enough people are seeing your products, and that's why you're not getting sales. But what if I tell you there's more than just getting people to notice your products to get them buying it? Intrigued? I hope so, because this episode is going to be a good one. So sit up, grab a cuppa, and you might also want to grab a pen and a notebook so you can take down notes to help you discover what not to do to help you improve your sales. But before we start, there's something very important I want to tell you, and it's something that will complement this episode too. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this, because on September 24th, 26th, and 28th, I'll be running a free 3-day masterclass where I'll teach the basics of email list building, creating your first product, and how to sell it effectively. My team and I put this training together to help you with your challenges when it comes to selling your products online. So I really hope you'll join me, because you're going to learn so much during this masterclass that will help you boost your sales. I'll be sharing actionable tips and resources that you can get started on. Did I also mention it's free? However, seats are very limited, so if you want to reserve yours, you have to register today at maidaleon.com/masterclass. I hope to see you there. And one more thing, if you're listening on mobile or perhaps on a computer, do me a favor and take a screenshot or maybe take a photo of this episode and share it on Instagram. Don't forget to tag me at Maidaleon, Myedeleon, and tell us what part of this episode really resonated with you. I'd love to see who's listening to the podcast, and I'll be sure to share them on my stories too. Deal? I'll be waiting for your tags. Now, let's get back to the episode. Selling is a very important part of our business. After all, the very nature of owning a business is to sell, and if we don't sell, whether it's a product or a service, or maybe a bit of both, as long as the client is willing to pay you for it, we won't survive. Simply put, sales is the lifeblood. It's essential for a business to thrive. No sales means our business is in crisis. We like to blame a lot of things for the lack of sales. Excuses like not having enough reach on social media, the algorithm, people not recognizing how great our product is, the competition. The competition. There are so many people doing the same thing, selling similar products and services. How can I possibly stand out? And you're right. There are too many people doing the same thing. All you have to do is go on Etsy, and let's say you sell a custom hand-lettered art. Do a search on that and you get over 2,500 listings. And that's just on one platform alone. It's honestly a little bit demoralizing to realize the number of competitors you have, right? But did you ever consider that this is also a good thing? That you shouldn't worry about the competition. Remember this. Competition is a good thing because it's an indicator that there are people who want to buy what you're selling. It's a sign of a healthy market with demand. Of course, not having competition isn't bad. It means no one else out there is doing what you do. but having that is very, very rare. And trying to bake your own pie instead of trying to take a slice of the current one is a lot harder to do and has its own set of benefits and hurdles. But for now, let's focus on what we can currently offer our customers, what they want from us, and let's begin studying what we've done or what we're currently doing and figure out where we went wrong and learn from those mistakes. Because to be honest, it might not just be the algorithm or people not seeing our products why they were not selling well. You could also be doing things that are affecting your sales and you might not even be aware of it. Here are the 3 things you could be doing wrong that's affecting your sales. Your first mistake is assuming that you have a good product. This is the most common assumption that a creative or any business owner has. They think they have created a great product that everyone will surely buy, but they end up puzzled by the fact that people are not buying and how the product is not generating enough interest. Here's the thing. You can't simply create and release a product because you think it's good for your customers. You're gonna have a disaster in your hand. You'll end up disappointed and upset. I know because that happened to me too. In 2012, I was pregnant with Alphonse and my girls were at an age where caring for them was a little easier. I was running a successful digital scrapbook business with a growing customer base. Then I began to notice many other scrapbook designers selling physical scrapbook products, and I thought, I want to do that. In my mind, I'm thinking, it can't be that difficult. That's pretty easy. I've been selling scrapbook products online, so this will be a piece of cake. So I started asking questions around, asking things like where they got their products manufactured. And let me tell you, at the time, it was difficult to get an answer. The mindset back then was all about keeping things to yourself because people were afraid of the competitors stealing their clients. I'm so glad that that's not the case now. There are plenty of generous artists and creatives sharing their process and sources freely. But back then, it was so difficult. So I did my research and found my own suppliers because people being secretive about their suppliers won't stop me. I never back out of a challenge. If you follow me long enough, you know that I'm highly motivated by challenges. So I decided that the very first set of products I wanted to sell was a set of washi tapes. And if that goes well, I'll sell other products. So with $1,000 from my scrapbook design sales, I outsourced a bunch of washi tapes and quickly put things into motion. I set up my Etsy shop, took a bunch of product photos, and listed it online. The whole time I was thinking, I want to make a lot of money from selling this. After all, my followers are scrapbookers. They love washi tapes. Who doesn't love washi tapes? Plus, I have some pretty amazing designs and I'm sure people are going to snap it up. So I put it on the shop and started telling people about the amazing new washi tapes in my shop that's going to be perfect for their scrapbooking needs. Guess what happened? Only a handful of people bought the tapes. Just like that, my $1,000 investment turned into a huge disappointment. My very first mistake was thinking that I have good products that will sell because after all, I have an audience of scrapbookers. I was so wrong. Making decisions based on assumptions like that could ruin your business. I lost my $1,000 investment, but can you imagine if I went all out and started selling a bunch of other products? I would have lost more. So how do we avoid this mistake? The first thing you need to realize is that your product is something that your audience actually loves, not what you thought they'd like. Stop thinking about what you need or what you want to sell. Start thinking about your customers and what they really need help with. In episode 3, we talked about the 3 reasons why no one is buying your art. And one of them is because sometimes we focus too much on the sales. The money. When we put our focus on money, what happens is we focus on creating products we think will sell, causing us to lose sight of the bigger picture, which is to answer this question. What do our customers really need? Put their needs first before yours. Talk to them and understand their challenges and struggles. By listening to your audience, you'll see a pattern and you'll also learn so many things about them. The more you know about them, the better your product will be. A product that addresses their needs and solves their problems. Products they'll buy because it's something that you created especially for them, and not just because you want to make a sale. The second mistake you could be doing is not validating your product. How many times have you sold something without even properly testing if that product is something you can sell or a product that your audience will actually buy? The washi tapes were not the only bad decision I've made. I've made a series of them. Washi tapes, art prints, and a few other products during my early years in business. I want you to avoid the same costly and ignorant mistakes I did. Selling is not simply putting a product out there and waiting for the cash to roll in. I was lucky that I didn't let these selling failures stop me. And I think part of the reason why I didn't let disappointments after disappointments get me down was because I grew up working in our family bakery business. That instilled this drive in me to just sell, sell, and sell. And if it didn't work, try something else. I thought that was the way to go. If it didn't work, try with something else again and again until it sticks. But over the years of being an online entrepreneur, taking tens of thousands worth of courses, and being surrounded with successful business owners across different industries, I realized this wasn't the best method. Through these courses and chats with many amazing people I met in different masterminds, I figured out what I was doing wrong. I didn't validate my product. I had a Homer Simpson duh moment because I remembered that before my family opened a bakery in a new location, my parents would run a buy one take one promo to assess if the new location is suitable for a bakery. How did I even forget about that? That's how they validated our products, which means validating or testing our products has been going on for years, and I didn't realize it until after my costly mistakes. Running a promo was one way to test if your customer will buy, and in today's world, there are even more ways to test your product in the market. We can leverage our social media, our email list, and website. We don't need to rely on just a single method of testing. We can test on multiple platforms and see the response of our target market. But the most important question is, why do we have to validate our product? Imagine you want to sell a new paintbrush. You made sure that it was a good product, working together with brush makers to select the perfect bristles, testing each prototype before manufacturing 1,000 paintbrushes. You've not only invested money in this product, but you've also invested hours trying to create the perfect brush. Wouldn't it make you cry if after putting up on sale, only a handful of people bought your paintbrush? All the months and the thousands of dollars down the drain as you struggle to painfully sell hundreds of paintbrushes one by one. Was all that effort worth it? Probably not. But if you had tested whether the product will sell or not, you would have come to two outcomes. One, deciding not to create the product because you found out that your audience was not interested in it. Two, going ahead to create a brush that your audience actually wants. By validating your product, you're going to save you time and money because it's going to help you make smarter decisions about your business. You'll have proof whether your product is going to be something your audience will buy or not. And of course, it's going to save you the headache and the heartache of a product flopping. Now, what if you've already done it? Do you have a product out there that's not doing so well? How can you rectify the situation? My friend, here's what you're gonna do. Let it go and think of it this way. If you didn't put up that product, you'll never find out that it's something your customers didn't love. Learn from this mistake and don't ignore the possibilities of what you could have done right. Breathe and frame it in your mind as something you can learn from. When you've processed everything, start asking yourself these questions. What went wrong? Have you done enough promotion? Have you been putting out content relevant to your product to draw attention to it? How are people reacting to your promos? And if possible, ask your audience too. What did you not like about the product? I can guarantee they'll tell you. Now, the third, and something not many creatives and artists do, is not properly launching your product. I could already hear your voices. What do you mean launch, Mai? I don't need that. I'm not some big brand who needs launches just to sell my prints or products in my shop. I'm a small business owner. I don't want to complicate things. Well, my friends, if you want your products to sell and to sell really well, you need to learn the art of launching. Whatever it is you want to sell, be it a new book you're publishing or a new merchandise in your shop, or perhaps a digital download of planners or wall art, launching it properly can make you more sales than you could ever imagine. Let's talk about the movie The Avengers for a bit so you'll understand why this is important. A year before the movie actually comes out, the studio restarted releasing teaser videos and trailers from the movie. We watch it and we start getting excited. We start talking about the movie, watching YouTube videos that analyze these videos to find secret or hidden messages. We share it on Facebook and we discuss it with friends. A few months before its release dates, the casts make their rounds on talk shows, giving interviews in magazines, appearing in BuzzFeed videos where they play with puppies. They also start posting behind-the-scenes photos on their Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook accounts. More teaser videos were released. And as opening day neared, we booked tickets for the pre-screening, wanting to be the first to watch the movie. We brag about it on social media, posting screenshots of the booking confirmation page and saying, "Hey, I got my tickets. I'll be seeing the movie first." The Avengers Endgame made a $2.79 billion ticket sales worldwide. Now, why am I sharing this story? Because simply putting a product on shop and expecting people to buy will not cut it anymore. The only exception, of course, is famous and notable people with crazy loyal fans that will buy anything they put up. They can do this with ease because they've spent years building their brand. When you launch a product, you do more than just listing it in your shop and dedicate one post to announce the new arrival. You need to build hype around it, just like the Avenger teaser videos and the actors' press appearances. You're telling people about it even before it arrives in the shop. You're gradually planting seeds in your customers' minds that will make them not only aware that you have something new coming up, but also get them excited about it. These acts alone get you the attention you need on your product that has not even hit the shops yet. Now, there are many moving parts when launching, but everything is centered around the product and making people want to buy it. Not all of us have big marketing budgets to promote our work, but the one thing you can start in helping build hype is to start sharing the process openly on your social media. Share your process videos, your behind-the-scenes videos. Don't be afraid to share. We're no longer in a time where we think we need to keep our process a secret because we think people will steal our ideas. Your customers will appreciate your product more and the work you do when you share. They need to know what you're working on. Dropping a product on their head without warning is not going to make them buy the product. And if you want a better reach, maybe it's time to get started on building an email list and not just rely on social media. I highly recommend you listen to episodes 14 and 15 because email lists are really key to the success of your sales. I hope that this was another useful episode for you and that you've gained some insights that will help you sell your products better. And before we wrap up, I just want to remind you about the upcoming Masterclass series happening on September 24th, 26th, and 28th, where I'll teach you how to build your email list, create your first product, and sell it effectively. Register for free at mydeleon.com/masterclass. This is a training series that I have been wanting to do for the longest time to help creatives like you build a successful business beyond what I share here on the podcast. I can only share so much in this weekly format, so this series is perfect for you if you really want to dive deep into the topic of selling effectively. So save your seat today and I will see you there. That's it for now, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and leave us a review on iTunes. Your reviews keep us going, so if you want more juicy episodes like this one, keep us motivated with your words because we love reading them. Also, feel free to share this episode and any other episodes with your fellow creatives who you think needs to hear this. And as always, keep creating and stay confident. Until next time, this is Mai.